We are live.
Hi, everyone. Welcome to Dialogue with Herrera. If you're new to this platform, Dialogue with Herrera is a platform where we celebrate the unsung heroes. Who are the unsung heroes? So, unsung heroes are individuals doing great things in their various communities that the spotlight is not on them, but they're changing lives every day through good deeds. And we bring them to this platform so they can share their story, and hopefully they will inspire you to start doing something positive in your own neighborhood to better the lives of those that are less privileged among us, and some so that we can change the world one person at a time. And as you remember, last few weeks ago, probably a month ago or more, we featured this young tech guru, now business entrepreneur by the name of Hafsat Ali Yaqub, and her business partner, also Hadija, and they're back today with the other team member to share some amazing story. I don't want to spoil it for them, so I'll wait for them to actually talk about it, share it with you guys, and hopefully you have a moment to ask them questions. Today is going to be about really talking to them, because I already have interviewed them, so the floor will be open for you to if you want to join in the conversation as well. I think that our program manager will let you in so that you can also be part of the conversation if you want to. But today it's all about the tech gurus. Where is Hafsat and her co-founders here yet? Hello. Yeah, Fatma is here. So Fatma is,
Good evening.
good evening. So Fatma is one of the co-founders, and then I think she's camera shy, I heard.
Oh,
I hope she'll be
yeah,
able
I'm a
to.
bit camera shy, but I can turn on my camera any second
Yeah,
from now.
yeah, please. We want everybody that is going to be on this show to, just for the respect for the audience that are dying to meet you guys, to be on camera so they can see you, understand your journey, and hopefully you will inspire them as well. So it
Um,
is so nice to meet you, and please be on camera. And I'm hoping that okay, Hafsa is here. There's one more, right? One more to go.
I think Khadija is having a network issue. She's going to join any moment from now.
Okay, all right. So, all right, the floor is yours, guys. If you want to, like, maybe wait till Hadija come in, but you, Fatima, you can introduce yourself, because already the audience have heard from Hafsa and Hadija, and I'm sure they are more than happy to hear about you and who you are and how you also became part of the trio. Welcome to
Okay.
Dialogue with Herrera.
Thank you so much.
You're
Good
welcome.
evening, everyone. I hope you're all doing fine. My name is Fatima Yahaya. I'm a co-founder and the chief marketing officer at Maha Tech. It's an honor, honestly, to be here at Dialogue with Huera. I'm very excited and especially excited to talk about this topic, the win-win strategies for business and career development in Africa.
We're very
So,
excited to have you.
honestly, thank you so much. So, actually, in a world where collaboration and innovation it's very key in the drive to success, I believe it's very crucial for us to envision where our future is and endeavor and contribute personally and for professional growth, right? I'm passionate about this, so that's why we do what we do.
Yeah.
I major in business management information systems. I have an MBA, so I navigate the business world, with focus on leveraging on technologies for positive change. I'm a business consultant. I have interests and certifications in design thinking, project management, change management, and cognitive behavioral therapy. That's one of my passions. So I'm so
Amazing.
excited to be here. Thank you so much.
So share with us, how did you also, all the three of you, I know Hafsat has said something about it, but also who came with the idea first and dragged the other people in? Or, just if you could share that with us before the other two get join us, and so we can hear your exciting story announcement.
Yeah, Hafsa actually brought the idea,
Okay.
and I knew Khadija and Hafsa. Khadija knows Hafsa,
Yeah.
right? So Khadija introduced me to Hafsa, and when Hafsa shared this amazing idea, we just got on board. And I'm passionate, and have experience in marketing, and it's one of my something I enjoy doing. So when we're discussing it, and it's something like, since okay, one of the things that excites me about this project is the way Nigeria it is to get jobs. It's all about connection. I'm not trying to generalize, but it's comes
But
down to connections, right?
yeah.
So I'm excited to give these young talents the opportunities to get jobs based on merit.
Yes.
It's
Oh, I
something like
love that. I love
exactly.
that.
So yeah, it's something that excites me. And when Hafsa brought the idea, we're all excited to actually just go
So
on board.
you also was in ABU with her, Amadou Bello University.
No, no, no. I went to Base University. I
Okay.
graduated in
Okay.
2016. I went
I featured one of your visiting professor, Professor Tanko.
Tanko.
Maybe
In
Tanko
After.
Ahmed. Maybe
Yeah,
yeah.
after.
He's
Yeah, I
he was one of.
graduated 2016. I said,
Okay. Yeah, he's also has brilliant ideas of how to get you young minds get active in things. So yeah, so you know what? I love that what you said, I think the people like the likes of me that came
yeah,
from nothing, if
yeah,
it wasn't based on merit, probably I would have been nowhere
abs,
to be. So I
abs,
am all about giving people opportunity
yeah,
based on what they can bring to the table,
absolutely.
and also giving people a platform, and what
Yeah,
you guys are going to do, I'm telling you this, put it down. I told Hafsa this last time she was here with Hadija, that you
yeah,
guys are gonna be, you'll be names to be in the history book for what you're going to do. So whatever it is, you might have a lot of, just to let you know, as a business owner, it's not
yeah,
gonna be all kumbaya all the time.
absolutely.
You just need to stay focused, use that drive, and I love that all of you have a different strength in you
Yeah,
that brought you came in together. So you're in marketing, and the other ones also have different things. So at least if this person is focusing on this person is focusing in that, and you all bring in your expertise to
true.
make this a success. And
Um,
I think I would recommend that you continue on that trajectory, that whoever, at least your first people that you're gonna inspire, or I mean empower in this business of yours, is to make sure that they got the qualification, because
um,
they will help you succeed. You cannot afford to bring anybody that can bring you down. So
abs-
kudos to
Thank
you
you so
guys,
much.
and I
Thank you.
can't
Thank you.
wait to see where are the rest of your team. Where are they?
I think Hafsa was here a second ago.
Okay.
Let me chat with her.
Rufai, can you find out where's Hafsa and Hadija? People are waiting. They're super excited to hear this surprise.
I don't
Yes.
know why suddenly we all have network issues.
Oh, there's Black Belly going on somewhere that this
I
announcement,
don't understand.
and we're not allowing it. We're not allowing it.
Our village people are at work.
I know, but we are going to win. We're going to. There is going is the day, God willing. Yeah. Did you? Let me see. Yeah, because I really would be excited for all three of you to be here to
Yes,
take the news,
exactly.
you know. So are you based in Abuja, or you're in Kano as well?
I'm based in Abuja.
Okay, okay. So Hafsa is in Kaduna, you are in Abuja, and
The DJ is in France.
oh my goodness, that's awesome!
We're doing
Wow,
long distance.
wow. Okay, so they want me to continue talking to you while they're getting the rest to go. So share with us some of before. Don't tell what is happening, but share with us some of the things that you guys been doing before the big day today. What else have you guys been working on? Things that did you have like some roadblocks? Did you guys like get other, what else? Share with the audience while we wait for your co-founders, please.
Okay, Hafsa is here.
Okay, Hafsa is here. So where's Hadija? How can Hadija be in France and have network issues?
I right. That's why I said our village people at work.
I tell you. So let's not be laughing at Nigeria alone when we have network issues, okay? All right. So, Hafsa, how are you? Oh, Hafsa disappeared again. Oh, she went to look for Hadija.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. So, yeah, Hafsa,
Hi, can you hear me now?
yeah, we
Yes.
can hear you, but we can't see you on camera. Okay, perfect. And also, can you put your camera like a little bit so because it's too much to the ceiling? Like adjust your camera. Yeah, if I have said to adjust your camera. It's okay, perfect, perfect. All right, so we don't want to like break this news before Hadija join us. So can we get her because I'm just too excited to hear this news. Even myself, I don't know what this news is about. So I'm waiting.
Okay, how about now?
Yeah, you were perfect. We're just waiting for Hadija.
Okay, but can you hear me now?
We can hear you very well. We can see you. We can hear you. Can you hear us?
Us? Yes.
Okay, good.
Apologies about the network issue. How have you been? Thank you so much for having us. What have I missed?
No problem. I'm too excited about today, and I don't know why Hadija is not joining us because this thing need to be talked about while all of you are here, right? Like she has to be here. This is a big moment for you guys.
Yes, it is. We're excited.
I think Hafsa is frozen again.
Oh my God. What happened? What is happening?
Don't worry, we got all the time. Don't worry about it. Hafsa, oh, yeah, she's frozen. Let me ask Rufai to see where. Okay, they're all experiencing network issue according to. Okay. All right. So Hafsa. She.
So I guess it's just me. And then
Yeah.
there's
So you know what happened? It's like payback time because last time they were just here and you were having your own fun somewhere else. So today the network itself says, you know what? You're on the hot seat. You have to deal with it. You know.
I guess so. I guess so.
So we give them another few minutes and see she's not here. I think Hafsa is trying. She's okay. So let's engage the audience while we get Hafsa and Hadija on. But if we're not able to get Hadija on, Hafsa is here. You guys can do us the honor to announce your special announcement, and then so that our guests can also join in the conversation. Okay. So
Okay.
yeah. Yep. Okay. It looks like Afsa is really trying to get in there.
All right. I guess I'll just talk about our candidate pool that we've launched and we've closed. We've launched a candidate pool, was it few weeks ago?
Okay.
So we're trying to build a community of experienced tech talent,
Okay.
basically, so we can connect them to job opportunities. Because, like we've mentioned, we're all based on merit. So we want to
Yes.
ensure we've vet all these candidates that are ready to face the world. Because there's this gap, and then we need to ensure that everyone is given the opportunity to get
Yes.
a job. Like,
Yes.
it's the economy and everything is just too bad, I guess.
Yeah. Well,
Are
but
you-
you know, for what you guys are doing, that is the beauty of it. You don't have to be um, on the in the office. You can actually make a living on the internet. You know.
Yes.
So the way you said it, Fatima, come on now. This is huge. You're supposed to say, okay, this is what we're all about. And this is what is happening. I need that excited. I'm too excited. The way you said it is like nonchalant. No, I want to see excitement. Come on. All right, tell
I
us about.
mentioned I'm a bit camera shy.
Okay, so Hafsa, you take over then, because Fatma, the way she did it, she just demoralized my excitement because this is a big day.
I'm sorry.
All right, so Hafsa, you do us
I
the
So
order.
I mentioned about the candidate poll, but I said it in a nonchalant way. So please bring the excitement, Hafsa.
okay. Well, I'm not sure I missed though. So what are we talking about? What Maha is about, or the problem
The
we're trying to
candidate
solve?
poll
Which
that
one are
we
you
Well,
talking
started.
about?
the excitement. You guys have a very exciting announcement to do. That's why you're coming back, right?
Yeah.
Absolutely,
So
absolutely.
that is what
And thank you.
it's waiting for. Because we've been bragging about it all over the social media. So tell us the exciting news.
Absolutely. So first of all, thank you so much for this opportunity to come back here, to have this opportunity to tell everyone about what we're doing. So like we spoke about last time you had us on this show. We've been pre-vetting talents for opportunities. We've been trying to get talents for opportunities. So what we're doing now is we're building, or we have built a pre-vetted candidate pool, and we're ready to get them the opportunities they deserve. So these are people from underrepresented communities, communities that don't get opportunities as much as other parts of, let's say, Nigeria or Africa. And we are looking for opportunities, for job opportunities to link them up with, to match them up with. And apart from that, we're seeing a lot of trend in the startup space. So many startups are coming up, and they're looking for for co-founders to be matched with, and for talents to help them scale their companies. And then businesses that are also just MSMEs. They want to scale, they want to go digital, they want to be, so we're targeting that. We're looking at that as well. So 2024 looks really promising. The future is bright, and we look forward to making a difference, both talents and the companies, to level up. Yeah.
That is what I'm talking about. Okay. All right. This is really, really exciting. I am so happy for you guys. Super proud of you.
Thank
And,
you.
so can you just share with the audience how you plan to do that? Like, walk them through how you're pulling the talent, how you're trying to help them get jobs, and which companies are you looking for? And were you able to register yourself on Kickstarter and started doing your campaign? Because that's where you ought to be. You need to be there. Were you able to do that, Afsa?
No, we're in the process of doing that. We are based on the trends we've seen, because we've entered the market. We've seen things that need to be looked at some more. So we are re-strategizing. There's some things we're trying to put in place before doing that.
Good.
So, and then how we plan on getting the right talents, we're not looking at just their skill set. We're also looking at things like making sure they have the right mindset, for example. So I think that's something that one has to be looked at. Sometimes we have people coming from communities, they don't have the right mindset for the job. So we're looking at either helping them build that mindset, or getting people with that mindset. Um, So we're looking at things like not just talent with the right skill set, but also with the right mindset and soft skills, pretty much. Yeah.
Good, good. So how do you go about what avenues are you using to get this talents? So that, share that so that people watching maybe by know people that are talented and then can go to that particular area to find you. So share everything. Share how you want people to find you. Share where you are. Share what you are looking to do, because this is like really a kind of a public announcement for you. And remember, we streaming on LinkedIn, Facebook, and YouTube. And we later on, what we do, we also post it on our WhatsApp status. So you never know who's going to see it. So whatever you can do to sell your program, this is it. So sell your program, sell, and educate, because that's what people, this is what the platform is about. And also I want you guys to talk about, because what are you doing to give back? Because the whole idea of Dialogue with Herrera, we like to feature people that are doing great things, but at the same time, they are also using what they are doing to uplift others. So if you could share that too, that would be great.
Okay, so we've been working together as a team. So our major superpower, I think the superpower now is actually collaboration. So we've been working with a number of communities. We've been targeting communities that are doing well. They're training. So we've been working so far. We're in collaboration. We're in partnership with about 6 to 10 different communities so far in Nigeria. We're looking at targeting communities outside Nigeria and in Africa at large. We're also looking at targeting communities or platforms that train, they train talents, they help them with the technical skills, right? So we're looking for them so we could help them get their graduates to find opportunities. Yeah, so that's how we're doing it.
Wonderful. So you guys actually looking into schools as well, you're saying?
Yes.
Institutions, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Wonderful. Welcome, Hadija. You missed the big moment.
I'm so sorry, guys. I was really trying to join on chat, but it seems that I wasn't able to. I hope you've had a good time with Hafsa and Fatima so far.
Oh, yes. You guys are all super intelligent young ladies. So, congratulations once again. This is really
Thank you very
huge. So proud of you guys. And Hafsa was describing how you guys are going about the expansion and what have you. So I'm going to tap into Fatima, the marketing guru. What what do you do? What avenues are you guys using to market, your product and services?
So we are on LinkedIn, Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter.
Mhm.
Right. So that's where we post, and then I think most of it is social media. We are only digital for now.
Okay.
So we make a post, we engage with people, we seek for referrals. That's how we basically do it, right?
Okay.
I think a lot of people, especially the young generations, are looking for jobs. They go online.
Yes. Yes.
So when we launched the candidate pool, it was easier for us to post it on our social media platforms, and then people we've worked before will refer to other people, and then just click. And so it's basically just a cycle, right?
Yeah.
We use Facebook, LinkedIn, and Instagram. And
well, especially your generation, that's all you guys do anyways.
Yeah, I mean, something I wanted to add was like, you'd be surprised, like a place like Twitter. That's where most of, in terms of the tech industry, if you're looking for talent, a lot of them are there as well. So social media is not just about, having fun, but a lot of things are happening on social media. And I think that was part of our strategy, is to make sure we're not just looking at, a place like LinkedIn, for example, because you might only see a small percentage or a small number, or maybe not a representative of what the talent pool or talent market actually looks like. So, it was definitely a good idea to just sort of make sure we're diverse because I think you mentioned too, the younger generation, that's where they are. That's where they eat. That's where they sleep. Everything is going on social media. So we wanted to meet them where they're at.
Yeah.
Example, me, I use Twitter as my news platform. That's where I get all my news. So I don't need to read a newspaper, for example, or watch news. So I think that's where people, okay, there's a job, okay, there's an opening. So it's easier for people to connect and just apply. And it's just a snap of a finger.
Yeah. Well, the thing is that every social media handle has its own audience. I think, LinkedIn is more where you guys going to get like people to collaborate with, people to see your brilliant ideas and say, listen, this is a tech company driven by young female entrepreneurs. I think you should really capitalize on that, because that's where the big people will find you. And that will support your engagement, which is honestly brilliant. And like what I think Hafsat said is that your company is about hiring people based on talent and not a merit, not based on who you know, which I think God willing you will succeed and you will change the way Africa think. Because a lot of the reason why sometimes a business or a government entity is behind is because they want to hire people that they are comfortable to make them continue their mistakes, But if you want to grow, you want someone to look at what you're doing and challenge you to do more. And so I think you guys already on the right course. So in regards to like in the Twitter space, is it that's where you're meet, what is happening? Do you guys use like different hashtags for people to find you, or tag people, or how do you do it when you're on there?
So usually before I post, I go what's trending, right? Every day there's something trending, especially in the maybe job role or job situation. So every time before I post, whatever it is that we're posting, we go search for what's trending and then post. Especially, I think most importantly, it's not about the number of hashtags you put, it's about the quality of the hashtags. So the
That's
higher
right.
the engagement, the higher, okay, people are going to notice or people are going to click on that. So we look for that niche. Okay, maybe job, what's it, maybe a job search, for example, is what's trending. Okay,
Yeah.
how many like engagements is it getting? Is it up to 1 million? Is it up to maybe thousands? Because sometimes it's less and then people will just ignore, and not everybody is searching for it. So I focus more on the hashtags because it's what works for us. And then sometimes like there's a way, maybe it's someone make the post and it's kind of viral. Under it you can engage with people under the
Okay.
comment section, so it works as well.
Because there's already a focus on that post. So
Yes.
whatever you write, people will
Yes.
see what you're writing, especially if your post makes some relevance to what it
Yes.
is. So basically, you are looking for relevance,
Yes.
a post that has relevance for what is really happening at the moment. And then you
Absolutely.
also want to see who is driving the audience, who is engaging the audience the most.
Yes.
Because these are some of the things that, also I would say before you get really crazy and get busy,
Yeah.
it's like educating people how to do things can also bring you followers, because if you share for what you guys do, especially now that you're new, what your company is about, what are you guys doing, why you're
Yeah.
looking for certain kind of people,
Yeah.
things like that will help also a lot in and the young people, first of
I
all,
think if you can
the
connect
first of
with us,
all,
it
they
will
see
be
you
fun.
guys, they
Yeah.
identify. It's just me going to be talking about a tag. They're like, okay, Allah, what is she going to tell me? You know what I mean? By you, they look at you young, and then when you speak their language, okay? And so that's great. So now, we have set up this, and so is this all going to be mostly on the internet, or do you also are looking to have a physical office where people can come in and work, or now you're starting everything on the internet?
Well, I think for right now, because the team is sort of spread around, it's mainly digital, but definitely in the expansion plan, in as much as things are very digital, I think physical is still very important, especially for interacting with current environment. And so in the future plans, definitely the plan is to have a physical location to represent ourselves, and to represent Maha as a company. But also, I think Hafsat mentioned, we're really trying to build a community, and collaboration is very important.
Yes.
So we're trying to build a space digitally, but also a space physically where people can feel comfortable, right? It should be the type of space where if you're someone that hasn't had a lot of experience in tech, you can say, oh, if you go to Maha, they will guide you, right? So we want to create a space, a physical space where people can really be comfortable enough to share whatever it is that they need, because essentially that's what we are, right? We're problem solvers at the end of it.
Yeah.
And so we want to create a space where people would be comfortable telling us their problems, and where we can definitely help people try to solve them. So yes, digital for now, but physical is of utmost importance at the moment we're able to do so.
Yeah.
And it's easier for them to trust us when we have physical. I think when you meet face to face, there's this trust that we, and since we're venturing into internship, mentoring, right? So it's easier when we're doing it face to face in a physical environment.
Wonderful. So I'll share you something with you guys, so that way it will help you with your business. Don't ever be discouraged because you don't have a physical, because that is the Nigerian mentality, that you have to have this big fancy office so people will trust you. I founded an organization 2019 called ATSI, Arewa Development Support Initiative. Nobody knew that organization is going to now empower people on skill acquisition for almost 5,000 in the period of from 2019 to, and we operate everything on WhatsApp. We literally have each state has its own platform. We have the founding members platform, and every day there will be a post of what needs to be done. We raise our money, but then when we do the trainings, the trainings are physical. But anything administrative, even our meetings are all on Zoom. I'm on WhatsApp. Okay, so if we had imagine we did not get our physical office till 3 years later. And that 3 years later, we have already empowered over 3,000 people on skill. So imagine if when they told me, Herrera, nobody's going to trust us. You're asking us to give you 2K. We don't even have an office. Imagine I had said, yes, no, we must find an office. We have an office in Abuja. Nobody goes to the office because everybody is comfortable with us being on WhatsApp, and we talk when we have the convenience. So you can actually leverage on doing all your trainings on Zoom, Google Meet, and save your money for a physical space until you're strong enough. What I will recommend you do for the mentoring is that maybe 3 times a year, hold a space and invite people that you're meeting on your virtual world to meet you physically. You see, now you saved money and you've saved time. So don't let anybody pressure you that you have to have a fancy office before you can be relevant. Because what you are into now doesn't need a fancy office. It needs the tech know-how. But I agree with you also in regard to trust. People want to see you physically. So what you do to save money for now, you can maybe do every 3 months a meet and greet, and all the people that in this way it saves you a lot of money, and you haven't wasted years trying to save 2 or 5 million naira to get an office in Abuja or what have you. And I think also if you are able to break that myth that tech people cannot do things without meeting physical, it's you also now you've already set the
Yeah.
is it what do you call it, the direction of how you want your thing to go. And especially when you become successful at it, which you will, because a lot of the young people, they're all on the internet anyways, or on this so yeah, I'm just telling you this based on my personal experience, and also how much it had saved us money. So, and I know it's so expensive to run an office. Apart from you renting that office, now you have to find people to be in that office to pay them every month. So you're a startup and you are a tech startup. Utilize what you're good at and what at your comfort zone, which is, that virtual world, and do your thing. I think you
Yeah,
would do incredibly well, for sure.
we're really trying to follow the concept of bootstrapping and making sure that we don't try to do things before we're ready for them. Especially like you said, if we don't need a physical office, maybe in a year or 2 years, then we're not going to try to sort of force ourselves to do these things.
Yeah.
Just to make sure that whatever it is that we do, it has to be very directly related to what we're trying to do. And if it's going to deter us from it, we might take some time to get there. And so, I think thank you very much for the comment. Definitely, I think a lot of startups should sort of employ methods like that, where you don't try to do too much at once, especially because people tell you that that's what you're supposed to do. So yeah, definitely thank you for that.
Yeah. Oh no, you're gonna get it back home, because they love fancy office. With a big billboard, they love that. That means you have arrived. But you know what? You go through that, you go with that route, then when you crash, they are nowhere to be found, But do your thing. You're already doing great. You already know your marketing strategy, and you know the kind of people you want to attract. I'm praying that you guys get the right companies to support you. I would love you guys to write something about your company, and send it to Rufai. I'm going to share it on our platform ATSI, which is Ariwa Development Support Initiative. We have over 2,000 members. And our membership is from the presidency to governors to ministers to their pay person. So you guys, actually, I'm also inviting you guys to join ATSI, because it's about rebuilding the North, one state at a time, through skill acquisition. And I think we would be happy to have your kinds of talent, because some of the parents there will know who you are, what you're doing, and maybe, through that, you will also have a pool of people that you can pull from, because we want that tech savvy for the whole of Nigeria. But at the moment, the other part of Nigeria is 75% ahead of the North. So if we could have the likes of you to be promoting what you do, and some parents engage you, then what we're doing had mattered. Okay, so please don't forget to write something about your company, how they can get to you, what you're all about, and how you're getting things. It just really to the point, so that we share it in all our platforms. Okay.
All right. Thank you so much for that.
No problem. All right. So, any other thing that you guys want to add? And let me see. Where are my glasses? Let me see. Who is making comment? Okay, so we have here. Oh, today two of my boys actually joined. One of my sons, Hanif Muela, here. He put 3 hearts. He's a student at Harvard, so he joined to say hi. And then I have another son up here, Jamil Muela. He is with the 4 hearts. He's at Bates. He goes to college. One of them is in college too. Jamil and Camille are twins, but Camille didn't show up. But they're on LinkedIn. They're watching everything. Actually, Camille was very impressed with when I featured Hafsat, he was listening. He said, "Wow, she knows what she's talking about." Yeah, so which is good. And then later on, Hadija joined and also gave her. And these are young uh, boys too. You are, already you're inspiring them. Yeah, so these are the young people. I would say the first time my kids ever came to my dialogue with her, I bet it's because of you guys. They never come to my dialogue. So which is good. This is the power of the young, right? So I know, Hadija, your head, I can see that your head is boiling with something to share. Come on. Let's
No,
hear it.
no, I'm just thinking, like, based on what you said, the fact that sometimes we don't even need even if we're not directly trying to target certain people, you still end up influencing others as well. And I think that's a very strong, it's a very powerful thing. The fact that even though we didn't really set out to say we're going to influence boys or this or that, but like you're saying, sometimes it's your presence that matters. Just joining calls like this, I think knowledge sharing is very important. Also letting people know that you know age isn't really a number. I mean, age is a number, like it's nothing but a number in this day and age, right? There's a lot of possibilities out there, a lot of things that anybody can do. And so if you have something or ideas or anything that you're trying to do, I think it's very important that you see people like Hafsat and Fatima. You see people like them that are actively out there trying to do other things, and I'm just trying to maybe encourage others out there as well. It doesn't have to be a perfect idea. It doesn't have to be. I know we talk about innovation a lot. Sometimes it doesn't have to be the newest thing, because a lot of the ideas that we all know to be innovations, they all started. That's not where they started. They didn't start as an innovation, right? It started from a particular stage. Like Amazon started as a bookstore. What is innovative about a bookstore, right? But where it's at now is not where it began. And so I think people need to see journeys as well. It's very okay to start. I know a lot of people also say it's okay to fail at the beginning, but it shows that you're actually doing something. And that's really what's more important. And so despite the fact that we're here to talk about our company, I think it's also, to encourage other people to go out there, be active. If there's anything you believe in, anything you think you could do, anything you're interested in, I would always suggest that you try to explore it, and try to see, play around with it. Can this be a business? Can it not be a business? But let the market tell you that it's not a business instead of you convincing yourself that it's not a business, right?
Yeah.
So I think it's always good to go out there. And so when you mentioned that your boys were here for the first time, that's what I was thinking about. Just hoping that anybody's watching. If you have anything that you're thinking of doing, obviously don't just go in blind. Do your research, talk to people, but don't let fear stop you from from trying to do big. So yeah, that's what I was thinking. It wasn't really connected to this, so I didn't really want.
No, but what you just said makes a lot of sense. What you're sharing here is somebody who is trying to maybe do another business, but they're scared, and they're thinking that if they don't have a certain office space or don't have this. Oh, and before I forget, because we easily forget. Another niche that you need to really, like us, our age, we have no clue about the virtual thing, and we're business owners, especially back home. So what you do in that pool of yours that you're pulling, try to incorporate whereby you're teaching business owners how to utilize the virtual world for their businesses. You'll be amazed, even if they're not paying you that much. Do you know how many of us you can really teach how to do things and charge a small minimal fee and be making a lot of money? And I will tell you this, they will patronize you because there is that need. There is that a lot of people have businesses, but they don't know how to promote themselves, or they have an idea of doing something, but they don't know. Right now, I have learned a thing or two from what Fatima said. I check what is trending. what hashtag is working or is attracting more conversation. I got interested in that because I'm like, okay, I'll try that. A lot
Yeah.
of other people that are watching are going to do that. But just think of that, putting a package. So that way you can also start getting some income from another part of your business, that you can get income. And now they can start telling people, you know what, because I went to is Maha, right? Maha is the name. Maha technology. They taught me how to do this with the hashtag and the trending, and I am able to make sales from my business. you know Instagram, how can they do it to drive their business more on Instagram? And you start charging not that much, but that amount, you first of all helping them to excel with their businesses that they didn't know, because most of our children, trust me, they don't have time to teach us how to utilize anything. They just take the phone. Okay, mom, you just gotta do this. I'm like, okay, calm down, just show me one by, you know what I mean? We talk about that, parents, all the time. We laugh because your brains are like 1,000 miles ahead of what we are trying to do. So you are like, oh my God, she just need to do this. Even yesterday, I was talking to Hanif on FaceTime, and he's like, Mom, share your screen. And I'm like, what do you mean? What was I supposed to do? I really didn't know how to share a screen on FaceTime. I never even knew. I thought it was only on Zoom, right? So he was nice enough to walk me through. He says, Mom, you just need to click here. There's a thing there. And I'm like, wow, I learned. And now I can show off to my friends when I say, listen, share your screen. So this is what I'm talking about. Would somebody tell you that I don't know that and you will believe with all my exposure and all of that? No, but it's the truth. This is not our age, it's not our mind is not there, but we own businesses. We also want to be part of this new world of selling virtually. So don't forget that niche, because if you incorporate that, you make a lot of money, okay, from those people.
Yeah, I
Thank
think
you very
it would be interesting to note that a few months ago, actually, back in July,
Yeah.
there was an NGO. We were trying to help prevent businesses for a grant. So they were helping them with devices to help them to grow their businesses, and a grant basically. So to help us do that, we had to pre-vet 200 MSMEs businesses. And to help us do that, one of the requirements was they had to have certificates, among other things. So what we did was host a business training for businesses on the fundamentals of business, and then how to integrate, how to get things like that, how to get a website, how to automate their processes. And it was great. We really enjoyed it. And
digital tools, right?
yeah.
Digital tools.
Guys, sorry, I'm taking this because I'm gonna use it later for my post to send on the platform. So go ahead, Hafsi. Sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, yeah. I think Khadija wanted to add to that. So basically,
No,
we hosted a training, and just like you said, there is a gap there. Businesses, they want to scale. It's like businesses, the way businesses are operating in some places in Nigeria or in different parts of the country is like how businesses were operating back in the 90s, right?
Yeah.
So they need a way to upgrade. They need that knowledge. They don't know where to get that knowledge. So we saw that. And we enjoyed the training we had, and we look forward to hosting more, as you've advised. But I don't know if Khadija wants to add more to that.
no, I was
Yeah.
just sort of like adding to. So the training was basically giving businesses tools, like easy tools they can use to implement, digital tools they can implement. But I think one of the most interesting aspect of the training was digital marketing. Because like you said, a lot of businesses, a lot of people are online, and so optimizing your digital marketing skills would help a lot in terms of revenue for companies. And so that was one of the trainings that we did as well. I think digital marketing is one of the, it's like a very big tool, very important tool, but it's very underused.
Yeah.
But it also requires, it requires you to like learn a lot, and it's a bit of knowledge. But yeah, that was one of the trainings that we did, and definitely we hope in the future we have more trainings like that, especially for SMEs,
Yeah.
MSMEs. Actually.
Yeah, but no, this is and which is also, that's a great thing that you mentioned. That's also another way of giving back. So, like we discussed, people with future are always people we want that are doing something to give back to the community. And I bet you through that exercise, you'd be surprised. Some people will say, okay, you know what? It was a rush. I know I didn't, I was embarrassed to ask you in front of people, but can we do this one-on-one? So, and so I'm glad that you guys realize there's that niche, and that women, especially, are majority business holders back home,
Yeah.
and just they see how other people are doing their businesses online, and they think that by going to advertise on someone that has 3 million followers is how they're going to get businesses. Maybe, yeah, lucky you get a few, but if you would be able to teach them how they can get their product through optimization in front of their prospective or their target customer, I think that will be more helpful with them. Spending 20,000 sometimes to advertise on somebody's network that maybe have 10 million and
Yeah.
just for a second and didn't bring you anything. I rather give you that money to teach me how to do it myself. So
Yeah.
that is the tradition you want to be part of your package. Apart from getting the pool of young people to be able to have jobs and help you grow, also don't forget us, the mamas, because we need you. Okay.
Absolutely.
Right.
We don't.
So we have about 8 minutes to go. I know there's some comments here, and if we have other questions, this is the right direction at the right time. Somebody said that Bloggy, Limited Bloggy. Wow, what a nice name. Okay. Great. And Jana said impressive. Jana is another young man. He's one of my mentees. It's a very incredible, brilliant young man. He does a lot of outreach uh, uh, programs. He has been to China and many other places for what he does. He empower other youth. So definitely he's when I think like how many years ago was the one he was also featured on Dialogue with Herrera. I think you guys need to like collaborate with him because it's very, very, very he has a very great network. So it's good. And also another thing that you guys can do, all the people that we featured on Dialogue with Herrera, you can reach out to them. Like go to our Dialogue with Herrera platform,
Okay.
introduce yourselves, and say, this is what you're doing. They also have organizations, they might need your services, you know? I just want you guys to succeed because when you succeed, many people will succeed back home. And this is like Bloggy had said, this is the right direction at the right time. You guys have no clue. You have come at the right moment where the whole world is looking into Nigeria, because in 5 to 10 years to come, Nigeria will be a country that many, many people across the globe that will be coming to invest in Nigeria. And they will be needing your company to get them the right pool of employees to run their organization. I'm into that, you
Yeah.
know?
I mean,
All right. So, Hafsa, any other thing that you want to share? Fatima, any other closing statement you want to share? We've heard
yeah,
from
I
you.
think one of the things I wanted to say is I think we talked about okay the business owners. I think the businesses. I think all businesses or all companies should at least implement a corporate social responsibility in the sense that interns should be given opportunities to actually have the hands-on work experience because I remembered when I did my internship, it was I was just sitting on a desk doing nothing, right? And a lot of these interns are not given the opportunities to work hands on, and then after school they're thrown into the real world and they have no skills whatsoever. I'm
Yeah.
sure, yeah, we want to mentor them, we want to encourage them, we want to teach them, but if they don't have those prior experience, nothing is going to change, right? So I think I just wanted to say that out, like companies, businesses should implement this corporate social responsibility.
Yeah. So, and then this is what you should add on to that. Why don't you, in your pools of people that you guys got to be bringing along, make
Yeah,
sure like you have a roster of them, and
yeah,
then send to all these big corporations in Nigeria and say, listen, if you need a tech person, we're offering internship opportunities for our pool because you've already screened them. You already
yeah,
know their capabilities, and that
yeah,
is also another addition for your company to make you stand out. You know, so because some companies might want an intern, but we don't even know where to go. You know what
yeah,
I mean? So
yeah,
it's important you put that part of your package, you screen the people, and then you send a letter of introduction to these big corporations that, listen, this is a part of our social responsibility, is that we want to truly empower these young people that we are having part of our company, and you as an organization giving them an opportunity would help us to do our jobs better. I really
yeah,
think that, like the NMPC, who wouldn't want a free intern, anyways? I will take our organization will get one of your interns because we always need something for somebody for that knows how to work the social media, and we will give tokens. Like my school in Jaws, we have NYC people sent to us every year that comes to and teach in the school, and it is so great because they bring them from the south. So my school is Fulani and Hausa and the natives there, so most of them speak mixed Hausa, Fulani and English. But when these NYSC people come, they don't speak Hausa, they don't speak Fulani. So the only thing they speak is English. And these kids, if you hear them speak, because they're now forced to only communicate with this NYSC people in English because there's no way to communicate with them. So it's a very uh, great thing. And we, even though we don't have to pay them, what we give them a token for coming to teach in our school. So the same thing, whoever you guys going to send, I'm sure these corporations will also not just have them for free, but will also give them a token because they need the transportation to get to the location as well. And especially if the company is seeing results from what the intern is doing, and you may not, you'll be surprised from that internship, they might not even leave the company, they will be hired for
sure.
full, you know, which will credit will go to you. So I think that is a very, very important point you brought up, but
Yeah.
help drive it to reality through your company.
Yeah, that's something we're actually working on. We actually have a running or trying to create an internship pool so that we can give those opportunities. And just one last thing to mention is like companies, it's like a win-win situation for everybody. Companies would always benefit from good quality internships, and interns would always benefit from a good quality experience. So
Yes.
it is CSR, but at the end of the day, it does work for your company as well. You gain a lot, fresh perspectives. You know, you have new blood essentially, and sort of there to sort of reinvigorate the business. So I think it's definitely a good way to go because everybody benefits from the situation.
Yeah.
And they're always eager to learn. So
Yeah. Yeah.
they're always eager to learn. So it's
Yeah, especially
Yeah, and I
business owners. I
where
have to tell you. Go ahead. Sorry, you were saying
yeah,
something.
and then yeah, and what you mentioned about having tokens for interns, I think that's a mistake that so many businesses are making. They don't pay. They're just expecting cheap or free labor
That's not right.
by looking for interns. Exactly. So I think that's another thing we're working at Maha. We're trying to get the right opportunities, the right places for the talents. So we're looking at both the benefits of the recruiters and the talents. Yeah, regardless of their level of expertise. Yeah.
Well, let me tell you something. Everything you decide to do, you create the culture. Okay. If you, whatever business, if you want to create a culture of a business that you can just go for anything, that is what your brand will be. If you create a culture of whatever I'm going to bring is about transparency, credibility, expertise, and merit, that is what your brand will be. So whatever you dish out, if people get to understand that, oh my God, these girls are tough, they bring you the best, and they protect the interests of their interns. So the businesses have no choice but to respect that, because that's who you are. You understand? And they're also benefiting from you at a lesser price because you're bringing them quality interns. So it might be difficult sometimes, there might be a pushback sometimes, but if you send your intern to a business and the business do not respect the contract, pull your intern out. When they start missing the service the intern was giving them, they will come after you and say, please, we're sorry, we need that intern, and we'll do what you want. So I know a lot of the times when you start something, there's temptation of people trying to control how you, and then you get frustrated and you feel like, okay, maybe if I just give in, when I start making money, I'll go back to who I want to be. Don't make that mistake. Start with a culture that is different, that is inviting, that is inspiring, that is unforgettable. If you have that, then you are set. That's what makes Facebook who they are. Amazon, Twitter, and Apple. They just they if you look at the Apple story, you will not believe. Okay, you gotta watch the Apple story. You will understand that this man. I feel sad that he's gone so early, not to enjoy the
Yeah.
he had created, but
Later, yeah.
I have so much respect for this man. Like, he literally was like homeless, and still he understood what he wanted and what he wanted to achieve. And we thank him for being strong, for going, because we are now enjoying all of his vision, his hard work. And you guys have something here. So, as I've promised you, this is your home. I want you guys to come back as many times, to talk about what you're doing to inspire more people. I am very proud of you, and I wish you all the best. And just know that you can always count on me. Okay?
Thank you so much.
Thank
You're
you so
welcome.
much. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you very much
Really
for
enjoyed the conversation.
You're welcome.
Continue.
You're welcome. And we thank the network for allowing us to have a very wonderful, smooth conversation.
Yeah,
So,
I'm glad I wish you did not succeed.
yes. All right, my
Yeah.
people. Thank you so much. You've heard the young ladies, Fatima, Hafsa, and Hadija. They are here to change the world, one tech person at a time. And please, if you're watching this is a dream of any mother, or any father, to see young people uh, going out of the norm to do things. Young people at this age starting their business, and not just starting their business, but having the concept, the discipline, and the passion to not just make it for money, but to impact others so they can even better themselves. And I love that they're even going to fight for their interns. So don't take advantage of them, because they will not bring you No intern. Right, girls?
Absolutely right, of
Yeah.
course.
All right. Thank you, everybody. Have a wonderful night, and we'll see you soon.
All
Bye.
right.
Bye, everybody.